All right, so today we're going to do the Texas A&M Aggie predictions and schedule. Um, so Texas A&M has some interesting controversy over the offseason with NIL and arguing with Nick Saban, or Jimbo Fisher's doing that anyways. And gosh, it's been it's been interesting to listen to. But as for Texas A&M, they're going to be a talented team this season. I don't think they're going to be the best team in the SEC, though, not even in their division this year. I do think they're going to be a really good team, though. So let's go ahead and dive into their schedule. First game is against Sam Houston State, or Sam Houston, I mean. They're a pretty good FCS team, but they don't have the horses to ride into this game and come out with a victory. They're just not in the same ball field as Texas A&M, so this is going to be a win for the Aggies to start out the season. All right, next game is against App State. App State has been known in the past to pull off a few upsets, especially over big name teams. I think everybody and their grandmother knows about the Michigan upset that they pulled off a while back, but I don't think they're going to be able to do this one, though, that same way. Texas A&M is just too talented to let this happen, and Jimbo Fisher is too good of a coach. So, yeah, this is going to be another win. The most interesting game that's out of conference is this next one with Miami coming in. Miami has a lot of hype with Mario Cristobal coming in this season as their new head coach. So this has the writings all over the place of being a really good game and really close, and I think it will be. I think this is going to be one of Texas A&M's toughest games, in my opinion. But I think they pull it out in the end and get the victory. Miami is going to be very good this year, but I think Texas A&M is just a little bit better than them right now and a little bit further ahead. So I think that they get the win there. All right, and next game is going to be against Arkansas at the neutral site game. At Jerry World. Arkansas is going to be a very good team this year. They have a lot of hype coming in as well. I think this might be something similar to what happened last year, where Arkansas did a really good job of holding Texas A&M's offense back, played really good defense, and they just hit a few good plays and took control of the game early. I think that they kind of do a little bit of the same thing here, and I think Arkansas takes down Texas A&M. This is going to be a big matchup if both these come in undefeated in this game. But I think Arkansas is going to get this win here. So it's going to hand Texas A&M their first loss of the season. All right. Next game is going to be at Mississippi State. Mississippi State is going to be a much improved team this year. They're going to be they'll be ready to go with Mike Leach there. I think this is going to be a tough game for Texas A&M, especially after coming off of a loss against Arkansas. But I think Jimbo Fisher comes up with a good game plan, especially on the defensive side, and I think they pull off this win here. This is going to be a really tough game in Starksville, but I think they come out with a win. All right, next game is at Alabama. This is the one that a lot of people have circled. It's going to be a really good game. You should see the ticket prices right now for this game. It's just crazy. I think Alabama has just too much talent coming into this season, into this game. I think they're just going to be the much better team, and I think Texas A&M is about a year or two away from being an elite power, and I think Alabama wins this game, and they might win it pretty convincingly, possibly. We'll just have to see how it goes. I think it's either going to be a close game and then Alabama pulls away, or Alabama just blows them out. I think either one of those two situations happen here. But all right, so that's your second loss of the season. Moving on to South Carolina. South Carolina has a lot of talk coming in this season with their head coach there. I think that this could be a little bit of a tough game since it's away at Williams-Brice Stadium in South Carolina. But I don't think they're going to have what it takes to win this game. I think Texas A&M wins this game as well. It's not going to be like last time whenever they went there. Well, no, it will be. Never mind. Texas A&M won that game. I forgot that. I thought South Carolina won that game. But anyways, I think that they do walk in there and get a win. All right, next game is against Ole Miss. Ole Miss is going to have a lot of firepower this season, just like, well, somewhat like last year. Not quite like last year, but they will have a lot of firepower still. They're going to have a really good team. And I think this is going to be another tough game, but I think Texas A&M pulls this one off. I think they get the W here as well at home. They're going to ride that home crowd, and they're going to play good defense. I think they just need to run out the clock, and they can win this game. All right, next game is against Florida. Florida this year is not going to be very good. A lot of people think that, including me. I think they're going to be lucky to be 6-6 and make a bowl game, in my opinion. So I think Texas A&M wins this one pretty easily at home. Florida they don't have the talent right now. They just don't have the players to win this one. This is going to be a really tough game for them, and I think Texas A&M might win this one easily, possibly. But all right, next game is at Auburn. Auburn is absolutely terrible. They're going to be one of the worst teams in the SEC, in my opinion. So I think Texas A&M wins this one pretty easily, even though it's at Jordan-Hare. No prayer at Jordan-Hare this time. Is going to save them in a game like this. So this just won't be close. This will probably be pretty bad. All right, next game against UMass. Easy win there. Nothing to really say about that. That'll be a pretty automatic W right there. All right, and your last game is against LSU. LSU has a lot of question marks coming in this season, especially if Brian Kelly is their head coach, even though he's a heck of a coach. We just don't know what's going to be like with him there. So I think this is a tough one. I've been going back and forth on this one. I don't think Texas A&M is going to finish 10-2. I think this is going to be their third loss. I think Brian Kelly finishes his season out with a win, and I think he goes in the Kyle Field, and I think he stuns Texas A&M in this one. Just a gut feeling. I'm going with it. I'm riding with LSU in this one, and I think they get the W here. It's going to be a really good game, I think, but it's just something's telling me pick LSU. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I think Texas A&M goes 9-3 this season. A game better than what they usually go with 8-4 every season. That seems to be the running joke right now. So I think, I'm going to pick Texas A&M go 9-3. Pretty good season. I think that's probably going to be their ceiling. Maybe they go 10-2. We'll just have to see. That's a possibility. Maybe they win against LSU at the end and go 10-2. That could happen. We'll just have to see. But I'm sticking with that right now. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good night.